What happens if we dig 12,000 meters into the earth? Have you ever wondered? What lies beneath our feet? If we kept digging, through dirt, rock, ruins, and into the earth's crust, what kind of mysterious and jaw-dropping journey would unfold? Let's start from the surface and take a vertical trip straight down into the earth. At 1 meter deep, we're in mole territory. At 2 meters, we've reached where humans rest after a lifetime. At 3 meters, you'll find wild groundhog burrows. They look cute, but they can carry deadly plague bacteria. At 4 meters, lies the legendary tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. That's where the infamous curse was said to begin. At 12 meters, Africa's largest crocodile, the Nile croc, can dig its deepest nests here. At 21 meters, we're in the Paris catacombs, home to the bones of over 6 million people, many of whom died during plagues. At 40 meters, this is the depth of the world's deepest swimming pool, a training ground for freedivers. At 85 meters, welcome to Derinkuyu, Turkey's ancient underground city, with 1,200 rooms, once sheltering up to 20,000 people. At 105 meters, we reach the deepest metro station on Earth, Arsenalna Station in Kyiv, Ukraine. At 115 meters, we hit the depth of the Channel Tunnel, a 50-kilometer link between England and France. That changed travel forever. At 120 meters, the deepest tree roots ever found, a wild fig tree in South Africa, stretching downward like an upside-down skyscraper. At 155 meters, you'll find the world's deepest underground hotel, Sweden's Sala silver mine. A single night here? 3,803 yen, or around $520. At 212 meters, the deepest marathon on Earth is held here, equivalent to running 70 stories underground. At 240 meters, welcome to the Nika Crystal Cave, the largest and most dazzling natural crystal chamber on the planet. But it's hot and humid, without a cooling suit. You'd last only 10 minutes before heat stroke hits. At 288 meters, we reach the lowest road tunnel ever built, the Lærdal Tunnel in Norway. At 373 meters, the bottom of heaven lake atop Chombai Mountain, where legends of lake monsters were born. At 392 meters, Wootton Deep's well in the UK, the deepest manually dug well in the world. It took 6 years to dig, without any machines. At 603 meters, the world's deepest vertical cave, a lava shaft so deep, a fall from the edge would take 11 seconds to hit bottom. At 700 meters, the San Jose mine in Chile, where 33 miners were trapped for 69 days and rescued in a story that inspired the world. At 1,160 meters, we enter the deepest known bat cave, also a storage site for nuclear waste. At 1,480 meters, in South Dakota's Homestake mine, physicist Raymond Davis conducted experiments that led to the first detection of solar neutrinos. At 1,642 meters, this is the deepest lake on Earth, Lake Baikal in Russia. At 2,400 meters, we reach China's deepest underground lab, used to study the mysteries of dark matter. At 3,600 meters, lives a terrifying creature, the devil worm, the deepest dwelling multicellular organism ever discovered. At 6,000 meters, microbes have been found surviving here, the deepest known limit for life on Earth. At 10,994 meters, welcome to the Mariana Trench, the ocean's deepest point. It's so deep, you could drop Mount Everest into it, and its peak wouldn't even break the surface. At 12,262 meters, the Kola Super Deep Borehole, just 92 centimeters wide, but it reaches nearly 12.3 kilometers into the Earth. At 12,376 meters, the Z44 oil well, the deepest man-made hole ever drilled. That's 15 times taller than the Burj Khalifa, and 3.5 kilometers deeper than Everest is tall. You might think that's deep, but Earth's radius is 6,371 kilometers. That means we've only scratched the surface, less than 0.2% of the way in. Our understanding of Earth's inner layers is still based on guesswork, seismic waves, reflections, and theory. So here's the big question. What could be hiding in the Earth's distant core? A place no human has ever reached, and maybe never will? Curious to know more about the mysteries below our feet? Hit like, subscribe, and join us for the next deep dive into the unknown. Under 5 m. This is the deepest depth an ordinary person can reach without any equipment. Under 20 m. Small fish dart through this zone. Water temperature is mild. Oxygen levels are ample. This is the ocean's so-called euphotic zone. Lush coral reefs thrive here. Under 60 m. This is the domain of killer whales, highly intelligent, social, and apex predators of today's marine food chain. Under 70 m. Welcome to the world of whale sharks, the largest fish alive, reaching up to 20 m long and living over 100 years. Under 100 m. This is the maximum depth that skilled freedivers can reach. Under 120 m. Here dwell giant Pacific octopuses, with arm spans over 4 m and the ability to camouflage like chameleons. Under 150 m. At this depth, 99% of sunlight has been absorbed by water. Beyond this point, the ocean grows dark. Under 200 m. This is the realm of the giant yellow-banded fish, the longest hard-boned fish, fierce in temperament, and considered the ancestor of sea snakes. Under 300 m. The habitat of the Japanese spider crab, reaching lengths of up to 4.2 m, currently the world's largest crustacean. Under 500 m. This is the maximum diving depth of blue whales. Over 30 m in length and weighing up to 170 tons, they are the largest known animals on Earth. Under 900 m. Here roam giant squids, the longest invertebrates on Earth, up to 20 m long, highly intelligent. They are also favored prey of sperm whales. If luck is on your side, you might witness a dramatic battle between them. Under 1,300 m. Deep sea territory of the great white shark. Relying on super-sensitive olfaction, they hunt in near darkness and are the largest predatory fish. Under 1,500 m. Home to the leatherback turtle, the largest turtle species, capable of diving to this depth. Under 2,000 m. This is where the deep-sea dragonfish hunts, luring prey with a glowing lure and sharp teeth. Under 2,300 m. The domain of the sperm whale, the largest toothed whale, diving to these depths to prey upon giant squid. Under 3,000 m. Deep-sea coral reefs quietly grow here, providing habitats for countless organisms and forming the foundation of the deep-sea ecosystem. Under 3,700 m. The wreck site of the Titanic, which sank in 1912, taking over 1,500 lives. Its wreckage was discovered only 73 years later. Under 4,500 m. Here the deep-sea anglerfish hunts, using a light-emitting lure on its head and razor-sharp teeth to snare prey. Under 5,000 m. This is where the menacing black scissor-tooth fish dwells, capable of swallowing prey twice its own size with terrifying fangs. Under 8,178 m. Home to the Mariana lionfish, the deepest dwelling fish known to humans. Soft-bodied yet adapted to extreme pressures and cold. Leave the deep sea and it would melt instantly, one of the ocean's greatest mysteries. Under 11,034 m. At the depth of the Challenger Deep, the ocean's deepest point. Pressure here exceeds surface pressure by over 1,000 times. It's freezing, pitch dark, and nearly lifeless. Only 3 humans have ever reached it. Yet scientists found something astonishing, a giant tooth. Research suggests it belonged to the most powerful ocean predator ever, the megalodon. This ancient giant, thought extinct 2.6 million years ago, has no complete fossil records, and its disappearance remains a mystery. Some speculate it may still exist, quietly evolving in uncharted depths. After all, humanity has explored only about 5% of the ocean. So no matter what, we must always hold the ocean in reverence. If time could go backwards, which moment would you want to return to the most? In our world, there's an invisible force that controls life and death and decides the path everything takes. If entropy is the end point of everything, then time is the whole journey, from the starting point to the end. Time is something we can't see or touch, yet it's always slipping away. We take it for granted. That time only moves forward, but scientists don't see it that way. Most physical laws still hold true, even if time runs backward. Sadly, even now, we humans still have no way to reverse time. So does time have a beginning? Scientists tell us that the moment of the Big Bang was the moment time began. But before that, did time exist? And if it did, in what form? Maybe we'll never know. Since the Big Bang, the universe has been expanding evenly, the same in every direction. Because of that, time and space exist, what we call space-time. Long ago, many scientists, including Einstein, believed the universe was static and infinite. But as science advanced, and with the help of the Hubble telescope, we found that the universe keeps expanding, and it hasn't slowed down at all. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us the speed of light is absolute, but time and space are relative. So, if you want to slow down time, you'd have to reach the speed of light. Scientists have devoted their whole lives to studying time, hoping to slow it down. But time can only be stretched. It still keeps moving forward, no matter where you are, or what form you exist in. Entropy always rules the universe. Even time must obey its laws. Time is the greatest teacher in the world. It brings dreamers pain, and creators happiness. A human life, on average, lasts about 79 years, which is around 30,000 days. At this moment, how old are you? The speed at which life passes is far beyond what most people imagine. Once, you felt like death was far away. But now, how much time do you really have left? It seems everyone follows the same routine, living out their lives. From birth, to learning, to working, to raising a family, growing old, retiring, and then dying. It feels like we've never really lived. By our own will, in the blink of an eye, it's all over. Look back at Earth's 4.6 billion years of history, and at the civilization we have today. Besides more comfort and better technology, what else have we left behind? As we grow up, the smiles we once wore so easily slowly disappear. We become emotionless machines of survival. Is this humanity's tragedy? Or progress? Maybe. Deep down, everyone has their own answer. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the universe, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.